The spin is strong with this one. We're going to talk about Disney's galactic disaster, the Galactic Starcruiser, and some of the damage control that they're trying to do for this, because we know people are canceling their reservations because it looks like a huge galactic dud. And, it's definitely not worth $5,000 or $6,000.
No. And the mainstream's starting to call them out, which is the point of this video.
Yeah, we're going to talk more about the mainstream calling out Disney for their lack of vision. All right. So before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 246,000 subs. Thank you so much for the support. We do talk about pop culture, talk about Star Wars, talk about Disney. At one point in time, being huge Disney parks fans ourselves, having worked in and around the company, having been on Disney's approved media list.
Having built a big Disney blog and then building a second one.
Yeah.
After that one was taken.
After that one was taken, because it wasn't positive enough. But now everyone's kind of turning on Disney and they're freaking the fuck out. In fact, I would say if you go into the comments on a lot of our Disney videos lately, and a lot of other people's Disney videos, you're going to see the same accounts going from channel to channel. Disney's a great company, everybody. Disney's fantastic. Oh, they're great. They tried so hard, and I don't know why people are so negative about Disney. It's all great. It's just a bunch of negative people like you. And it's like, oh, no. Then the mainstream media is also negative. Travel agents like Pete Werner, who was not quoted in this article, by the way.
Yes.
Also negative, but they actually, here's your daily dose of dismal Disney. They put this article out, Travel Weekly, which is an industry site, industry magazine, and they had 3 or 4 of the top Disney travel agents.
Oh, a couple of them are top Disney travel agents. One probably isn't anymore. No. But they did interview some of them. They're like, things are great. It's all great. Everybody's booking trips. Everything's fine. Pete Werner, of course, not quoted. He is the top, as far as I know, the top Disney travel agent, and he has said that Disney holds its fans in disdain now. I can't blame them, though, the agents. I mean, of course, they're not going to say anything negative, because one, it'll hurt them with Disney, and two, they want people to book trips because they make money. So, of course, they're going to be like, let me show you how you can work this deal or that deal. I would be surprised if they didn't. They're just doing their job.
Yeah, well, of course, but they're like, oh, the bookings are great. Everything's fantastic. It's all great. It's all fantastic. But then you go out to Inside the Magic, which is so weird because Inside the Magic used to be a positive Disney website, but now it's full of negativity and anti-Disney
when you say
sentiment.
Negativity and anti-Disney sentiment, we usually say they're trying to be more honest. So they're trying to be more honest lately.
They're saying that Disney executives are reportedly aware that Star Wars fans are crying out in horror.
I would not be surprised.
I would not.
Obviously, they're doing damage control.
Well, yeah, they pulled the video down for the Galactic Starcruiser, which you can still find out on the internet.
Probably wasn't a good thing to do. You should have left it up. You put it out there. At this point, it makes it look worse than it might be that you took it down. Yeah,
and the word on the street is that there were massive cancellations and that there are actually rooms available. But supposedly this thing was sold out for months.
It was booked solid, sold out.
And then they showed you what you're actually getting for your money. And it's kind of like a Kickstarter gone south, where they finally dropped the product and people were like, shit, I want my money back.
Cancel.
Yeah.
And it's not going well. And the thing is, it doesn't help that a lot of the mainstream media that aren't travel related or, they're calling it out too. And they're being like, what the hell is this? And basically the gist is it doesn't look that great, and Disney's charging way too much money for what it is.
Oh, absolutely. Fans apparently weren't impressed by the final product shared on social media at the end of November. The lightsaber training looks about as exciting as a roadside sobriety test. One Disney watcher commented on YouTube, it's way too expensive.
And here's the thing. We know some people who were involved and saw plans and know some of the different things, and they're like, no, it was massively cut back. What it was originally supposed to be was awesome and worth the money. What you're getting is not what was originally planned, as far as they can tell.
Obviously, they cut the budget. She was holding an iPhone 12. And she was against a blue screen or something. It looked like a photo op at a comic convention or something. It was awful. Disney did not return requests from the New York Post for comment. Of course they didn't. But according to negative Disney blog Inside the Magic,
he's
Disney's
being facetious, by the way.
Yeah, I am. Disney's freaking out. They're freaking out. Apparently the video they're quoting, which I'm really surprised, is Drunk 3PO on Inside the Magic. Don't they know? Don't they know what kind of person Drunk 3PO is?
And their sponsors might get mad.
And who he supports? There's one particularly Yahtzee-esque woman that he often is in the companionship of. That, oh my God.
Oh no.
Oh no. Anyway, it's hard to avoid the negativity. I haven't seen anybody be genuinely excited about this hotel.
No.
Even the Disney diehards are like, what
it's funny. I got the complete breakdown with spoilers and stuff. We have somebody who worked on the plan, or had seen the plans and stuff. So yeah, we kind of know exactly what it was supposed to be too.
Yeah, and it's everything about Galaxy's Edge. Everything about Galaxy's Edge has been budget cut, and they're finally starting to catch on. I saw an article the other day, I think you sent me, that they're like, did you know that the dining experience that's going to the Galactic Starcruiser was originally supposed to be part of Disneyland?
No, you don't say.
You don't say. Yeah, they were supposed to have a whole nother attraction. It was originally Galaxy's Edge was supposed to be original trilogy until Kathleen Kennedy had a shit fit.
Iger and her changed it.
Yeah, and they changed it, and it would have been much more successful. And you can tell, you can see the Falcon is supposed to be Docking Bay 94. That was supposed to be Tatooine, and Rise of the Resistance was like an Endor part of it. You can see pieces of it there. And they could easily reskin it. Just saying, after this thing crashes and burns, which I think it will do, you might want to think about reskinning the whole area.
Well, they have time. It doesn't open until March. So it's possible they could go and try to fix it somewhat.
No.
I mean, and most likely no, but I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt.
It's Bob Chapek we're talking about. If anything, he's going to be like, okay, so put a little more water in those drinks.
Doubt it.
Do we really need
alcohol
droids?
Is kind of watered. I'm not gonna lie.
Do we really need droids? Because just the costumes are too expensive. Can't we just go down to like Walmart and buy
I know what we'll do. We'll just have everybody. We'll just make these Instagram walls, and everybody could just take pictures, and we'll make hashtags for them, and they'll advertise it for us.
Just Baby Yoda wall.
That's what the one person said about the restaurant, though. They said, well, why are we wasting all the money with live entertainment? They'll just come in there and take pictures and put it on their Instagram anyway, and then they'll advertise us for free. We don't even need live entertainment. That's exactly what was said.
That is exactly what was said. So, literally, wouldn't it be such a disappointment? You get into this thing, and you're walking around the hallways, and they don't look at anything like Star Wars. It looks like Star Trek. And you get in there, and there's just a Baby Yoda wall at the end of the corner.
That's right.
And that's it. You've got
Photo
2 days.
op, you get to hold the child.
You get to hold the child. He doesn't actually move because that costs money. And we're afraid that, somebody's going to get, the batteries are going to catch on fire and some kid's going to go up in flames. And that's, so just a rubber doll. We went to Walmart and we bought this Grogu doll. You can hold it and get your picture taken. Now,
you can advertise us.
You can advertise
Galactic
us.
Starcruiser.
They literally think this is so weird because, Pete Werner was talking about the disdain that Disney has for its guests. And I can tell you, as someone who has joked around with people who work in the marketing departments at Disney, yeah, they literally are like, yeah, we'll let them pay us to advertise us. And that's exactly what they think about the Instagram walls and the drinks and the whatever. We love influencers because we don't have to pay them anything. They literally advertise us for free. They have said this.
Yes.
They have literally said this. That is their thinking. But yeah, San Francisco Gate, backlash to Disney's $5,000 Star Wars hotel grows. Poorly executed idea for the rich.
And look at the cabins. We were joking about this before. I get they're trying to look more like, like a starship or a cruise ship. But the beds are into the wall and they're pods. And I think it's a cute idea, but you're paying that much money for this room.
It looks like a prison.
Kind of, yes.
It looks like a space prison. It doesn't look anything like Star Wars. It looks nothing like Star Wars. For years, Disney's been hyping up its mega expensive, hyper-immersive Star Wars hotel, but now as its opening date approaches, sneak peeks have fans concerned. The luxury space resort is the latest Disney dud. The latest Disney dud. Multiple box office bombs. The Eternals did not go well. West Side Story did not go well. What else? Encanto didn't make as much money as they thought it was going to make. Disney Plus flatlined.
Galaxy's Edge didn't do that great originally either, but then they had to hold back Disneyland's on some stuff because the track was put upside down.
Galactic Starcruiser is Disney's most ambitious hotel concept yet. It's not a hotel. Guests must book 2 nights, which will set you back nearly $5,000 for 2 people or $6,000 for a family of 4. and you'll spend most of their time inside the spaceship resort like a cruise.
Yes.
There's an excursion to Galaxy's Edge, while the remainder of the stay includes interactions with characters, lightsaber training, which looks like a dud, and exclusive restaurants. Yeah, it's so bad. The video sneak peek disappeared from Disney's YouTube channel. And, you know, again, we've got multiple mainstream media outlets saying this thing is going to be a disaster, and the more they talk about it, the more likely it is that other people are going to cancel as well.
I'm sorry, I love this. The promo prompted one Twitter user to comment, bro, this isn't Star Wars. This is space conflicts.
Pretty much.
Oh my God, that amuses me so much.
Oh my God, they're actually.
There's some claps for you.
They're actually quoting and retweeting. This is San Francisco Gate. Some of those no good Nick anti-Star Wars, anti-Disney Star Wars. How can you not be a fan of Disney Star Wars with quality entertainment like this?
I like this. I realize now Disney didn't make the Galactic Starcruiser for Star Wars lovers. They made it for rich people who think Star Wars is neat.
And they'll go once.
Yeah, one and done. How long have we been saying this?
They'll go one time.
One and done.
And
they're like, oh, what's this LARPing thing? Is it some new fancy glamping experience?
Fans responded similarly to the demo of Disney Parks chairman Josh D'Amaro testing out the vaunted lightsaber training. Instead of a flashy, super realistic adventure, the training consisted of a standard light-up lightsaber and some lasers. That was supposed to be part of the park. That was you were supposed to build your own lightsaber and stormtroopers would shoot at you and stuff.
Not long after they opened it, they told everybody you weren't allowed to take your lightsaber out in the park because they're afraid people were going to get hit, which is, I think, is a reasonable thing to ask because people were going to get hit. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah. Comments on YouTube videos are generally negative, with one of the top comments reading
when they don't turn them off.
When they have turned them off, yeah. If this were free, I'm not even sure I'd queue 30 minutes for it, let alone spend thousands of dollars in an entirely poorly executed idea for the rich. And they'll pay it too. They will pay it. You were talking about the pass holder.
Oh
board.
my God. It's like who can spend the most money is like this badge of honor. It's the stupidity is ridiculous. I'm on these different boards, and one of them is like a pass holder board. And they're talking about about the cost of a deluxe hotel being really high, and they're like, who pays $800 a night for this? And there are other ways around it. You can use DVC points, and you can rent them and stuff. And there's a lot more inexpensive ways you can do it. People were like, I think some people were wanting to spend that, and that's cool. If you want to spend that kind of money and you have to spend, that's up to you. That's completely fair and cool. People said they didn't like it. They said they thought it was overpriced. They think that sometimes the hotels off property offer more and are much less expensive, and they're a better option. To which some of these people were literally having meltdowns, calling the person names and stuff, saying, well, how are you even an annual pass holder if you don't think that Disney is the greatest thing ever, and all this other crap. And it's hilarious to me because they look like arrogant asshats, because it's like if they don't want to spend it and they feel like something might be better someplace else, that's their opinion. Just like it's your opinion that spending $800 on a deluxe resort is a good deal. It just depends on where you're at and who you are and what you value.
Yeah.
And these people on these boards, oh my gosh, there's a reason they call them pass holes. And I make that joke because I'm a pass holder myself. I actually have a magnet for my car that says pass hole on it. Because I think everybody's a little bit of a pass hole when you manual pass. But some of these people are just so up their own asses, and they make it a contest like, well, I spent blah, 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 and look at me. And we've seen them at the hotels. Oh, yeah. They walk around like, well, look at me. I'm so special because I spent all this money. And I'm just like, well, you're just an idiot. That's,
It's like the upper class twits. Like, who can outspend?
Yes, and they make it like the contest.
Fire festival mentality.
Right. And then you see the people on the other side, which, even though I could afford doing some of the other stuff, I would lean more to the other side, which is who got the most for the least amount of money. And those are the people I usually like, you go, because they're the ones who know how to get all the deals.
Scrooge McDuck squad represent.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. But these people are having this meltdown because people were saying they didn't think that the hotels are worth that much money, and that they thought there's better options off property, and they're having a shit fit because they don't spend, the high amounts they do.
Oh my God! But they're talking about in Dario's Inn in that cheap ass video we did.
Yes.
Talking about that and how it's an iPhone she's using.
Yes.
And it said things got worse.
I'm sure it's an iPhone because they're going to want you to use your iPhone, because everything they do at Disney now is on some app. So they want you to use it when you're there. It's probably going to be your whatever to navigate. They said about giving people iPads or something. I remember that talked about that before.
We have yet to see any aliens or droids
Well, we have seen somewhat. Like, we saw the captain and we saw the singer and stuff like that.
No, I mean, like, that aren't human. Like, I want to see another, Doc Ondar. I want to see some animatronic aliens, but they cost money. I want to see some droids running around, but they cost money. Is it too much to ask for that we have somebody dressed up like a protocol droid reading this off? That would have been more appropriate. Like, at least
no, that would have been cool, actually.
Yeah, this feels Star Wars. Get somebody in a protocol droid suit to read this off or something. But this does not feel Star Wars.
Oh, you're supposed to believe that the Halcyon's centuries old, hence the static on the broadcast, but it looks like it was brand new, like a Starfleet cruiser or something.
Mm-hmm. Reservations, but again, this is coming from the San Francisco Gate, right? Reservations booked up quickly when the hotel was announced, but now the 90-day deadline to cancel approaches. People appear to be ducking out of their expensive commitments. A number of openings have begun popping up in March, April, and June.
I love this. I saw this when it happened.
A big thank you to Disney for doing everything they can to make me not feel like I'm missing out by not being able to afford the Star Wars hotel, said blogger Alicia Stella, who is a Universal and Disney blogger. I'm grateful for your efforts. Thank you. There's no way in hell I would pay for this.
If I did, I would only do it because I'd want to actually document it, tell people what it was really like. And if it was really good, I'd say so. And if it wasn't worth your money, I would say so. That's the only reason why I consider it. Because apparently we can get in.
Yeah. So Disney's stock is down.
This is what it's all about.
And there are a number of reasons why the stock's down. I mean, this obviously is not doing very well. They've had multiple underperforming movies in the last quarter. And, people were pinning all their hopes on Disney Plus, and the subscriptions basically flatlined. So now they're like, hey, buy Disney stock because it's going to go up next year because they got great things coming like the Galactic Starcruiser. That's going to, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But you know what's going to happen because beyond this kind of shit, we keep seeing them raising prices and the comment that, Christy McCarthy made about shrinking portion sizes because it's like, our guests being fat kind of thing and all that. They're going to do everything they can to make sure that what they get per person, per guest is going to be going up. So they can go to the meetings and be like, oh, our cost per, guest has gone up significantly because they're spending so much more money. But they're spending more money because you're charging more money. And they have to buy 2 meals because they're hungry.
Yeah, I know, right?
So I'm just like,
Oh, my God. So how long until they blow Bob Chapek out of an airlock?
I don't know. But is that going to make it a date? Is the next person going to be any better?
I don't think so. I think this is, look, Disney's not going anywhere. People keep thinking that we're like, oh, Disney's going to die.
They're not going to.
No, they're not going anywhere, but they're definitely a damaged brand.
Yeah, they're not going to go anywhere until they make some changes.
Yeah, and frankly, Star Wars, they have completely dropped the ball. The only bright spot in Disney Star Wars at this point is The Mandalorian, and even that's been tarnished by the Gina Carano situation, and I guess the Grogu merch, a lot of, it's all over the damn place. You can, it's being
I saw like the one that was the big interactive one that was half price online and stuff, so I debated. I almost got him.
Almost. You can buy all the Grogu.
Actually, if I got him, I'd just turn him into that Orko. What we saw, someone turned Grogu into an Orko, and it was beautiful. And I'd do that. I like Grogu too. He's cute.
Yeah, that was actually kind of fun. Anyway, we're gonna wrap this one up.
Yep.
It's not just us. It's everybody.
Even if the insider travel advisory people and stuff are like, oh my God, it's fine. Book a trip.
It's all fine here. It's all fine.
But if you're interested in going, you can go. There's room.
Lots of room. They'll probably start discounting this shit soon.
Oh, quote these other people. More room for me.
Good luck with that. Gonna wrap it up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.